Joeys and Jawas, I'm Corey from Super Kami Guru 9000, and welcome to Star Wars for 100 days. I'm making 100 Star Wars videos, all leading up to the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens. Today I'm going to review and discuss Chapter 8 of Star Wars Clone Wars, which features the climactic and medieval battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and the 1,000-year-old bounty hunter, Dirge. The battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and the walking artillery Dirge is truly a battle to be seen, and really lives up to its medieval roots. They're literally jousting with each other in this episode. I love how when they first see each other on the battlefield, you notice that Obi-Wan Kenobi is actually decked out in clone trooper armor. This is without a doubt my favorite version of Obi-Wan. He's got the armor mixed together with his Jedi robes, which actually take the form of a massive cape. It just makes him seem like a badass Jedi White Knight. An extreme juxtaposition to Obi-Wan Kenobi is Dirge, who comes across as the Black Knight of this battle. He is a walking artillery. He has so many different weapons, and he uses almost all of them against Obi-Wan Kenobi in this battle. The actual battle itself is really impressive. I especially love how when it opens up, they're jousting each other. Obi-Wan ends up losing his clone trooper helmet, and that's when they decide to go hand-to-hand. Of course, Obi-Wan is using his lightsaber, but he gets really shocked when he actually ends up impaling Dirge with his lightsaber. But what does Dirge do? He ends up just laughing it off, and then begins going all punch-out on Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's when he decides to start bringing out all of these weapons, which include a gauntlet which will fire shrapnel, a flamethrower, 2 blasters, a giant flail covered in spikes, and these shields which are on his shoulders which he can use to deflect lightsaber attacks. Despite the fact that Dirge has literally hundreds of weapons at his disposal, Obi-Wan Kenobi is a true Jedi Knight and finishes him off by cutting off his right arm and slicing right through his abdomen, which is seemingly the defeat of Dirge. However, if you remember earlier in the battle, that lightsaber didn't even hurt Dirge, and that's because he's an alien that has the ability to regenerate his body. Even if he loses a limb, he's going to be able to grow that back. This, combined with his power armor, makes him one hell of an enemy. I was really hoping that we were going to be able to see Dirge in the movies. Just seeing him side by side with the other Separatists, maybe him hanging out with General Grievous, I think would be really freaking impressive. And the battle that he has with Obi-Wan is just so pitch perfect. What I love most about it, too, is that because Obi-Wan is actually wearing this clone armor, you gotta imagine that this is probably just pissing Dirge off even more, because Dirge really has it out for the Mandalorians, and the clones were actually cloned from a Mandalorian, Jango Fett, so that only fueled his rage in wanting to defeat the Grand Jedi Master himself. This episode right here was also surprisingly brutal. I remember watching it on Cartoon Network back in the day, and I was really shocked that they were actually able to show Dirge getting his arm and his body cut in half. Although, because he is able to regenerate, I'm guessing that's why they were able to get away with it. Despite that, this is still one of the most intense battles, and believe it or not, Obi-Wan and Dirge's battle is not quite over yet. Before you guys leave today, I want to hear your thoughts about Chapter 8 of Clone Wars. What did you think about the battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Dirge? Do you want to see more Dirge in the future? Do you think there's the possibility that this character could show up despite the fact that he has been seemingly killed off multiple times in the series? Personally, I would love to see more Dirge. I think he's really awesome, and I want to see more Jedi Knights wearing clone trooper armor. This was a really great treat of an episode, and I want to hear your thoughts about it, as well as what you guys want to see from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Please tell me in the comments section below. Thank you guys for watching my review. Make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on social media. I'd also highly recommend checking out our weekly podcast show. It's pretty freaking awesome. Make sure to stay tuned for that at the very end of this video. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.